All right, we are live. What's going on, everybody? This is your host Diego.
And this is Stimpy over here.
So,
Welcome back to another episode of Official Narrow Talks.
yes, so today's episode is gonna be, um, it's uh, it's close to home. So what I mean by that is just things we had to give up to get to where we're at. So, and what I mean by that is that we all have to give up something, whether that's diet regimen, working out, you know, um, positions that we're all unhappy with. Just it's more of a general topic.
Snacks that you really like, now
Yeah,
you don't want to eat it.
yeah,
Get out of
exactly. So this is more of a general topic because we were talking about something earlier before the podcast that I was like, yo, we gotta touch more base on that. We gotta talk about it. So as everyone sees, Teggy's not on with us right now. Um, you know, he works late shifts, so as of right now, he's probably sleeping.
Yes,
So we're in the process of trying to rearrange our schedule for the podcast. Just the simple fact that you know,
everyone works.
yes, everyone works. We're trying to grow our business, official narrow. You know, I love doing these podcasts because to me it's therapeutic. I mean, because we talk regardless every day, but no one really hears
Listen,
listens to what we talk about. So it's like we're gonna be sharing our lives with you. Discuss certain topics and stuff like that. So
a lot
yeah,
of people tell us, you guys talk a lot.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's sometimes it's interesting, sometimes it's retarded, sometimes
yeah,
it makes people laugh, sometimes it's serious.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like
They're like, oh, you should get it out there.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah, it'd be like that. All right. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just trying to make sure all the audio is perfectly fine from our background music to hearing us talk. All right, cool. All right, so we're good. Um, so yeah, what were we talking about earlier before the podcast that I just completely cut you off and I was like, yo, we're jumping in on the podcast for this.
so what we were saying is that my wife and I we were talking, and she told me um, we were going to have to work. She said, "Look, this is round two of what's gonna happen. We're pushing ourselves in order to make someone else's company grow instead of pushing to make our company grow, which is official narrow."
Yeah,
She said, we do have to make sacrifices in order for our company to grow.
yeah,
I'm like, that's right. She's absolutely right in that point, and because from what I was able to view, if I'm able to learn a new, what you call it, a new ability
and
to
trade.
make,
Something
yeah, a
crafty
new
for you.
trade. Well, yes, if you're able to learn something new in order to get a job, why not push yourself to the same for the business?
Yeah. I mean, I get where Veronica comes from, but unfortunately, this world, it's more. How do I explain it? Everything in this day and age is all about fucking. It's about money. Without money, you can't do anything about it. So I could, I get it. Like for
It's
instance,
true.
we both left the previous company we were working in. I had to find another job because I can't pay my bills or freaking cat
With
kibbles
air,
exactly with air. And then at the same time, you know, learning a new trade, you know, like it's gonna take time, you know, but it's a sacrifice that we all have to make at some point. You know, like when I started the company, bro, I wasn't sleeping. Remember, like I was working late night shifts. You know, I was working late night shifts. Um, Sometimes I had to be up for a whole day. You know.
Aside from doing that, the one major thing that you did is put that step forward.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You know, that's
Make
the
that first step. And that's what a lot of people don't see. If you're able to work for somebody else and you're able to push yourself to make other companies grow, and let's say you have an idea, why don't people take that step?
yeah. No,
You,
you're right.
you, a lot of people don't see that. They have the ability,
They have to
they
make
have the knowledge,
they have to make the
but
time for it.
they are scared of,
Yeah,
they're scared.
they're scared of
And I
failure.
understand. Yeah.
They're scared.
But you will never succeed without failure.
Yeah,
How you gonna know how success tastes like without failing?
yeah.
Yes,
You have to fail to be able to understand how to improve your own skills.
it's like saying, all right, it's a bad comparison. Sweet and sour candy, right? You
Yeah,
taste the sourness and you're like, you know, you might not like it.
yeah,
It
yeah, yeah,
depends on the person. But when the sweetness kick in, it's very it's satisfactory. You're very satisfied with it.
yeah. I mean, for those who like, you know,
You know,
not yeah, yeah, no,
you
no,
get what I'm saying.
I,
But
no, I get your comparison. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong about it.
yeah,
You know, because like for instance, like you know, I had the when I started off, I had to go through a phase of of trial and errors for the company. Everything wasn't all fine and dandy. When I was doing the what do you call it? Um,
the heat press.
nah, there's a word for that. I've been dying to look it up again, like the actual terminology for it, but I never actually had the chance because I had so much going on. But
Yeah,
it's the screen print that they put on a paper, and you heat press it to design. You know,
yeah.
like I had
Copy that.
yeah. So
Copy that.
I bought large quantities of those sheets because it was at a the more you buy, the cheaper it gets.
Yeah.
I lost money there because it's like, all right, the larger
Yeah.
quantities you
Wait.
buy, they come at they if you equal it all up, every design is like a couple cents. But
If you really think about it, Diego, you said you lost money, right?
yeah,
And people are afraid of that. Yes. But if you didn't lose that money, if you didn't get that knowledge of failing, you
yeah,
wouldn't be here.
yeah,
You wouldn't know how to improve yourself, improve your craft.
exactly, exactly. So that's the whole
So
point,
now you know. Now you know. This time I won't do this.
Yeah,
Now I
uh
should
huh.
do this.
And it's
It's a learning curve.
the the more you fail, the more you're gonna want to understand and do research of what you're trying to learn. Like,
And granted, not everybody has this voyage. There's a lot of people that are born into it, like these CEOs and companies, these sons.
yeah,
You know, they already have the eye because of whatever
yeah, because their parents
their mom and dad did.
they're having them come join the family business. Like, all right, look,
Exactly.
you know,
But we're talking about starting from scratch,
yeah,
basically.
started from scratch.
That's the toughest thing,
You gotta,
scariest thing.
yeah. This, like my best friend told me, like on that the conversation. It's just like if you don't take the risk, you're gonna regret it.
Exactly.
And
It's like basically trying to find a girlfriend. Also, a lot of people are lonely.
yeah, yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah,
don't take that risk of going out,
yeah, yeah.
then
I
you'll
mean,
never find that person
exactly, exactly.
that you'll fall in love. A lot of people are like, oh, I won't. I can't find love.
Yeah,
Are you pushing yourself to
that's
find
true.
it?
But you can't expect it either. I mean, you have to like let it happen.
But that's what a lot of people do.
Yeah,
A lot of people make that mistake.
they try to
A
force
lot of
it.
people just sit back and they're like, oh, I expect it to come. No, that won't happen.
Mm.
A lot of people are lucky but it won't happen if you won't push yourself,
Yeah,
and you get better results if you do push yourself
yeah,
than actually waiting for something.
that's true. That's true. You gotta go out and look for it, then wait for it to come
Yeah,
to your door. You know,
definitely.
that's the same thing with jobs. You know,
I mean, I wish I could do that with my packages. Like, yo, where's my package at? But
this guy, this guy. So like, yeah, I mean, a coworker of ours, you know, not to mention any names, but a coworker of ours before, well, the day that I quit that previous job, you know, I think within that week I was giving her advice. You know, I was like, if you know you're doing all these additional jobs, you know, if they're giving you more tasks than what you actually applied for, then you should go talk to them. You know, be like, look,
know your worth.
exactly, know your worth. Be like, look, you know, I applied for this position. From then until now, I've been doing A, B, C, D. You know, I would like to know, you know, how my work ethic is. You know, how I've been, you know, how you see my work ethic is. You know, like I've been, you know, obviously you've been giving me more tasks. Obviously, you know, my work ethic is good, but now this is more time out of what I originally applied for. Can we discuss pay? You know.
And don't you agree that people, like companies, will take advantage of that?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. If you're
People,
good, if
company like, oh no, we're paying you the same amount, but you still have to do that amount of work.
yeah, some
That's where you have to fight. Meaning, you have to argue you have to argue about that. Like,
no,
no,
not even at that point. Like I told her, I was like, look, if they decide not to give you the raise because of all the additional tasks that they gave you, then tell them that you're not going to do the additional task. You know, if
exactly.
they get
That's where the argument comes in.
yeah, yeah, that's where the argument comes in. But I was like, now you know where that company stands with you. Now from then on, you can go look for another job. You know, so it's not like you can't let them push you around, telling you, oh, I need you to do this, without any incentive. Like I get it, you know, it's fine for the first few months because all right, you know, some companies may need help. You know, there's people who want to go ahead and give out a reaching hand to the company. Like, all right, you know, I don't mind helping out. You know, but if they permanently give you that task because they see how good you are, then you know, take it upon yourself to be like, look, if this is something additional that's gonna be on my plate, then I would like, you know, more bread.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
of
some
course.
some consent, you know, consentive. I need more money. So yeah, but I don't know what happened after that because I quit. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you. Uh, you know, the funny thing is, when I'm in a podcast, I have everyone calling me. My brother just called me. Genesis, my girlfriend, just finished sending me a text message, and my mother's now calling me. Yo, that's the funny thing. Whenever you're busy, everyone in the world wants to talk to you.
Yes,
But when you're
yes.
not doing much, no one, you know.
That's what happened the day I went to work. I'm like, all right, I'm there doing what I have to do, and
Yeah.
it's all manual labor.
Yeah, yeah,
Back
yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
census field, you're doing manual labor. Bro, my whole phone is like vibrating, and I have my watch, so I'm able to see. I'm like, oh, is this person? Is this person? They're texting me. Why? Why now?
Especially at this hour, like like I'm here, like when I'm home, no one wants to talk to me. But the moment I'm at work or if I'm doing something,
Are
bro,
you bored? You bored. You're like, what should I do?
yeah, like yo,
Nothing.
where's
Crickets.
be like yo, where's everyone at?
Uh,
Or when you're having fun, bro.
oh yeah. Oh, especially when you're playing video games.
Yo, everyone wants to give you a call, like dude.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, man. Oh yeah, so we just jumped out of topic. My bad.
Yeah, we always do that.
Yeah, man, it's a typical thing amongst us, all of us. You know, we jump topic to topic.
We might put a topic as the title, and then all of a sudden we're talking about
X, Y, and Z.
skydiving.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yo, I want to go
You know,
skydiving.
you Oh hell no.
What?
Never. No.
Come
No, I'm
on.
afraid of heights. I'm afraid of heights.
I
Bro,
mean,
I think if I'll go skydiving, I have a feeling I'm going to faint.
I mean, I don't like heights either.
I'm like, and you see my body flapping around like,
The funny, I saw a video like that. The guy, yeah,
no.
there was a guy who went skydiving, and whatever person was attached to him to pull the parachute, yo,
Okay.
they got a video of him passed out. Like he was screaming and done. I was like, wow. And he,
I seen also a video where the instructor he couldn't pull his chute out. Yeah. So the other person, it was two people that jumped.
hmm
The other person flew towards the other person and pulled, helped him with his emergency chute.
that's crazy.
I'm like, see, I don't want to become splat on the floor. I kind of want to keep enjoying
Yo,
life.
the crazy thing is, there's a YouTuber that I just came across. That I saw that he went skydiving with this group of friends, and he ended up hitting one of those construction things. You know, the ones that pick up the dirt.
Cranes?
No,
Oh, the
I think it's called excavator.
yeah.
So with the parachute, he ended up hitting it, and he cut a portion of his head. So now they have to put metal plates. And his eye is not the same. They have to put a metal. No, they had to put a fake eye because he just. That's it.
So basically, you're trying to tell me that his face was cut in half.
No. He hit a portion of his face that ruptured, I guess, his eye. So he had to go to the hospital.
No,
Yeah, dude, it's bad.
that is. Oh no. You see, and you want to go skydiving? No.
I mean, it's wishful. I'm just saying. I don't know if I would do it, but I would like to. You know, I don't know why. Something. I want to do.
Oh,
No.
no. I probably have to be. I don't know. I don't even know. You know, the funny thing is, I'll do parasailing. Where
Okay.
you're on the parachute and you're on the boat and you're like, me, they pulling you with the
Yeah.
chute. I'll do that. Okay. Yeah. But
Yeah, I'm gonna cut the rope. You're gonna start gliding.
oh no, I'll probably freak out right there.
Oh my gosh.
I
No.
probably will. I probably will.
No.
Like, no.
No, that's dangerous, dude. Because the moment that freaking paraglide, because it's not like a parachute. You're gonna, you're gonna go ahead and, you're gonna glide.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the moment you fall, bro,
Flat.
it's a big splat.
Either I'm hitting water, or the boat is going so fast that I'm gonna hit the sand or whatever hotel there
Damn,
on the beach.
bro. Nope.
Like, that's all you hear. Great.
This guy's gonna pop into confetti.
Oh my god.
I'm
Imagine.
glad, I'm glad you didn't take that sip of
Little
water.
Slurpees everywhere.
Oh, my.
Oh my god.
This guy. All right, so back to topic. Yeah, I mean, like, we had to make sacrifices, Like, I had to sacrifice, sleep. I had to give up sleep, to get what I needed to get done. Like, I did, like, so much research for the business at one point that, I'd be up for a day. Like, I would go to work, come home, do all the research, because I knew I was off the next day. So the way overnight works is that you work your 5 days, and it somewhat feels like you have 3 days off. So let's say I work Monday through Friday. When I leave, work, obviously I would work the hours that everyone is sleeping. So let's say if I went to work at 12, I would leave at 7. That's obviously, that same day. When I get out of work at 7 in the morning, it's like, all right, cool. Let me get all this done, my errands, the business, if I had orders that day, I would ship it out. And then,
Yo,
bro, it was.
I remember that day when you came out of work and straight into our Friendsgiving.
Oh yeah,
What? Yo, he came in with with his shirt and tie and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't even know what time did I.
Don't start without me.
Oh man, yeah. I was like, I'll be there, bro. I was flying from Long Island City all the way to Melville, bro. I was gone.
And and this is for you, Charlotte. That mac and cheese,
Yo,
peppered steak, hits the spot.
yo, her
Kudos
cooking.
to you. Oh man, if she know, she already knows. I'll be there every
Bro,
single day
have you
if
tasted her
you
apple
made that.
pie?
Yeah.
Bro, my mother's in love with her apple pie.
Oh, oh,
Oh man. Well, I don't
man.
know.
Shout out to Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte.
Oh, oh man,
Oh man. She makes a mean mac and
I
cheese.
miss the mac. Oh, ooh, me the best. Oh,
Yeah,
she
dude.
made a tray, literally like she made an extra tray because she knew how much mac and cheese I love, and I would fight everybody.
Bro.
I'm like, don't touch it. Yo, I took half of that. I remember that.
I don't know where he fit it,
Half of
but
that.
he
I don't know where it went, but it went in my stomach. Gabriel was eating. He's like, "Oh, you ate that?" I'm like, "Yes,
That's
yes."
good.
Don't. And I'm like, "Yo, this is her mac and cheese. I love it."
Yeah.
Veronica already knew. She had her eyes like, "Yeah, that's him, all right."
That's funny, dude. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like her food is great. Her food is great. What sacrifices have you had to make? Like stuff you had to give up. Just something that's dear to you. Or you don't have to get that touchy, but like what's something that you know you had to give up?
Or anything.
Yeah, it's a general topic because like I said, it could be anything.
So me and Veronica, and this is not a good thing. Um, I used to I used to give up my own time, and I used to give up my what say my meals in order
Um,
to make things grow, and that's a bad habit of. I know I would eat breakfast. I want to get there before. Let's say I used to start at 8, right?
yeah.
I would start at 7 just to get things done. Not eat breakfast. Keep pushing myself forward.
Mhm.
Sometimes I would eat lunch late, not on my time. Um, Man, that's a bad thing,
Yeah.
especially if you're working with a company that will not appreciate you.
Yeah.
They'll take advantage of that. They won't care. But that's something that it Veronica got really bad at, angry at me for doing that because I would not take care of myself.
Yeah. It's
I
understandable.
would skip out. I would skip out on everything else just to make them grow. And at the end, and if you really think about it, at the end of the day, look what happened. Look, you know,
Yeah, there was a downfall, and it was on their end.
like, like I said, that was my fault, and I was blind to it.
Mhm.
I was blind to it. I know certain things happen. Veronica would actually tell me, and I was still blinded by that. You know, uh, I always thought to myself, I'll keep pushing myself forward. Maybe I can actually be somebody.
Mhm.
I was so focused on work that ended up stopped talking to a lot of people. I was so focused. on work that I neglected my wife. Not in a way where you neglect, like, push them away, but it's like you won't have time for that person.
Mm-hmm.
Me and her, we worked with each other for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm always with her when we were working,
Mm.
but it's different. You're in a working environment.
Yeah.
Once you're home, you want to spend that quality time. A lot of people see that, since you're husband and wife, you're spending quality time with each other. No,
Mm-hmm.
when we're working, we're actually working. It's a difference. We wanted to spend quality time with each other, and that's something that I actually neglected. And I didn't feel good about that. I'm not. That's something that I wasn't proud of. I was happy I had a job. I
Mm-hmm.
was happy, I was getting the money that was coming in.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I tell everybody, is it really worth it? Was it really worth all that effort? Even though I was getting X amount of money,
Mm-hmm.
even though I was able, you can say I can go out and buy whatever I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But is that really worth it?
It goes the same with the story that I have. Like, remember the job before you brought me into the dental field. Um, yeah, I'll get to that once. Like you were very focused on your work that you would skip meals, like throughout
You would
that.
neglect yourself.
Yeah, yeah, no, I get it because it's like, all right, I want to, because I've also done that. When we were working together, it's like, all right, we want to get this done to have a peace of mind that when we go to lunch or if we're having breakfast, we don't got nothing to worry about. No one can tell us anything, but that's never the case. So it's like, you kept, I completely get it. Like you would constantly like try to make sure that everything is done, get there early, so there's no problems throughout the day. Trust me, I know, I know. So for my story is that I gave up a job in Long Island City. I worked as a doorman in a condominium, bro.
Yeah.
They were switching my schedules. I would be working overnights and mornings.
Isn't that the job where they switch you up first? You were working like overnights, then they switch you to the afternoons and
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
They kept switching my schedules. So within switching my schedule, it would overlap, and there are days that I wouldn't sleep, or obviously overnight is not easy. Like I would have to either sleep during the day or in the afternoon and then go to work. So for that to overlap with having me coming in the afternoon or in the morning, like my body was exhausted, and I was still trying to focus onto the business. So
your sleep schedule will be messed
bro,
up.
I don't know how I did it. I'm gonna be real with you. There's times like I even surprised myself, like doing the like overnight shift. I'm like before. All right, so I'll give you a perfect example. So before I even started the business, I had overnight shift. I was in the union, and the union they provide classes for you, for whatever you want, like either further yourself in the company, or take classes where you would have to go to the fire department and be certified by them. So I had 2 days off. So
Isn't that like a fire guard, something like that, right?
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
I remember.
yeah, yes. But they have like tons of stuff. So the union provide classes that, depending on the class you take, you can go whatever. Like it was like school, free school, because within the union you're paying dues every month, to get those type of services. And I joined. I passed my probation period. I joined, and after my overnight shift, I think it was Tuesday and Wednesday. So after I left work Tuesday morning, I would go to school all day, go home, go back to school all day, and then go to work. Yeah, I did that for 6 months. I was there 24/7, And then there were times that I would go to school in between my shifts. Like meaning like since I worked overnight, I would go to school in the morning, go home, sleep, and then go to work. So it was, like before even doing the business, I was already there because I was like, all right, originally this is the path I wanted to go down. Let me, let me sacrifice my sleep to get this done, bro. I've heard people tell me, they've experienced tunnel vision. My man, I can honestly tell you I've experienced it, bro. You have no peripheral vision, no side vision, my man.
You're blinded by it.
Bro, I was blinded. I literally, I would look down the hallway for something. Like, I would go to each floor, just look down the hallway, and I'm like, I was just done. Like, I was mentally exhausted, but I had to, obviously continue doing what I had to do. Cup of coffee, freaking eat. Bro, on my lunch break, I would either eat or sleep. Or I would go high to get some, half an hour of sleep. Done. So I was like,
a lot of people do that.
yeah,
Well,
a lot of people do that. And, you have to make some sacrifices, for the long run. I'm not saying, I mean, yes, sleep is important because sleep is what you need to function. But like,
aside from sleep, you yourself you need to eat well, sleep well,
yeah,
rest well. If you don't, if you don't take care of yourself, how you expect to function at work?
yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Especially if you have, if anyone has any underlying conditions.
Yeah,
So it's like, yeah, you have to take care of yourself before, you go above and beyond for a company that isn't going to go above and beyond for you, for taking care of the workers. But, and I'm not saying every company is like that, but there's a majority.
that won't care about you.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Some companies are money hungry. But that's, for that person to take their leap of faith to figure out if they want to stay there or not. Because, there's tough times that you need to work, whether, they treat you like shit or not. Like, they take advantage because it's like, yo, this is my only bread and butter. Until I find something better, this is what I have to do. And it's sad, live in New York and for people to, like, employers to treat you like that, it's not good for your mental health. Yeah. So, no, sorry. So back to my story. So yeah, I was working as a doorman in Long Island City. They were switching my schedule. Either they were switching my schedule from overnight to morning, so it would overlap. I left the union job to go, to the company that the dental company that you told me about. So, the doorman job was great. I had everything was paid for me, my dental, vision, medical.
Weren't you getting like tips and everything?
Bro,
The money was coming in.
bro, the money was coming in. Like, I was using the tips to fund the business at one point. Like, you know, should I say what I was tip wise? No.
No, they keep that.
All right, all right. I was making an X amount of money to be able to pay the credit cards I accumulate, like my business credit cards, and still have money for myself. Let's put it like that. Like I said, the gig wasn't bad. It's just the schedule. Like I was unhappy. Like, you know, just the simple fact that I would have to readjust my life for them when they weren't supposed to. It was, wasn't I wasn't happy. So I just left. Gave them my 2 week notice and I left.
Like, people were saying, "Why would you do that?"
Oh yeah.
I know people were like, "Oh, why would you do this? Why would you do that?"
Yeah, yeah.
No, you should have hang in there for a bit. No, no.
No. Like, no.
Until you're able to step in our shoes and see it for yourself, then you'll understand.
Yeah, exactly. Like, not everyone goes through the same thing the next person does. So it's like, no one really understood why. They're like, we should have, you should have just waited out. Things would get better. And it's like, nah, it
No,
wasn't. Like it
it's
wasn't
like saying, why would you do play the waiting game?
exactly.
Why
But
would you play the waiting game and expect it to get better when you know it was never going to get better?
exactly. So it's not like it was something temporary. Like it was a common thing for them to do, and it's not like I wasn't volunteering. They were just switching schedules left and right. Just to accommodate, one person. So when I went to complain, you know, they wanted to end up backlashing. Like, not um it was more of a mental game. Like they would, make your shift harder. You know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so it's like,
and it should.
you know, I don't let anything get to me, but it was like, for them to, switch my schedule. Like I said, I was unhappy. So when you told me about the dental field, I'm like, all right, I'm taking a pay cut, but you showed me everything, got my raise, and what happened with you in the company. They were like, all right, cool. I couldn't leave, because I didn't have the money to, to live off of for a while. So I was like, you know what? Unfortunately, I'm gonna stay. So they gave me a raise as well, that same company, because you left. So they were like, all right, since you're the whole new face, here's more. I was like, all right, you know, you know the whole story. I'm not gonna explain all the details of how the conversation went, because that's, that stays between me and you. So
Yeah.
we'll leave it at that. But yeah, I mean, like after I left the doorman job to be a dental technician, what do you need to be a dental technician for everyone?
What do you need?
Yeah,
You don't need nothing. A lot of people go to school for it,
yeah.
just so they can get the knowledge of it. But in reality,
Oh,
you don't need to go
isn't
to
there
school
like
for it.
a certification or a license
There's a
needed?
certification for that, yeah. There's a certification, but it's not needed. You can go
Gotcha.
to. Is this a 2 year degree that you go for? But like my brother said, you don't really need it.
No, you don't. You just
You
need
know,
the
he was
experience.
already the reason why people go into the dental field is you probably don't know what you're doing at the moment.
Yeah,
You go into the health field and they see if they probably test something up. I want to try to be a doctor. I want to try to be this, try to be that. So they're like, oh, they push you to be a dental tech. It's not needed, but
okay.
it's a great head start.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like for Lincoln Tech. You know, Lincoln Tech, they provide you more knowledge into a mechanic's work. And no, into a technician's work. Because a mechanic is able to work on a car
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with mechanical things, but a technician is able to do a full service on it, being you're able to diagnose a vehicle regarding electrical system, regarding, anything that has to deal with computer work.
Yeah.
Same thing with a technician. I mean, same thing with a in the dental field. You're getting that knowledge, but if you really want to start, go to any laboratory and start out. What I can say is plaster work. You're able to see the models. You make the models from there, and you get an idea of how teeth look. You, and then from there, you're able to make your way up. Because if you push yourself into the plaster field or the being a dental tech, you're able to learn all these terminologies. It makes life easier for you.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Same, it's like when you came into the field and I had to teach you about teeth. What's the upper, the lower. Well, we call the working model, the counter model. Um, I had to teach you everything.
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that. You're like, what is this? What is that? What's a flipper? What's a crown? What's the
Yeah,
difference
yeah, yeah.
between a cutback?
Yeah, but you know, like it's you getting into the field and getting your hands on, like you know, getting the work experience is what's gonna help you a lot because this will help me a lot. You
Yeah.
know, thankfully
Yep.
for you, learned everything, and you know, it was just more of repetition, more repetitive work. So yeah, you know, yeah. So from there, you know, we're still making sacrifices now. I mean, it's like a never ending thing. You know, we're always giving up something to get to where we're
If
at.
you really think about it, a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Mhm.
You know, I how you can how I can say this. You know, there's people that have so many kids, two jobs, and they're still able to push for their kids.
Yeah.
How do they do it?
But
I don't know. I don't know.
it's a lot of respect to them. Like
A
again,
lot, a lot. Kudos to those people who do that amount of work because that is tough.
raising you know a large family is not easy. It's time
And
consuming.
also, much respect for those that are actually out there working to provide for their family. They're the only the person that's able to work for their family.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, there's people like that too. Their parents can't work. They they're not receiving any type of unemployment
Nope.
disability check or help from the government.
Yeah.
So that person has to work and provide for their family. Much respect for them.
And they're giving up a lot more than what we are.
Yeah,
You know.
their social life, sleep aside from sleep, but
Yeah.
their social life,
Their own ambitions. You know their own dreams, just to help provide for the family. You know,
which is
it's
tough.
just it's sad because you know I'm driving. You know, either towards my father's house or if I'm on the highway on the Williamsburg bridge going to you know Genesis house. It's like I see people outside, you know, selling churros, and then I usually see them with their kids and the babies. I was like, it's just sad, you know. It's sad. I can't believe that we still live in a world like that. And you know, the homeless. It's like it's just even worse. You know, I can't believe there's not enough shelters for them to go to, and even if there is, you know, society
they're
this
not being taken care of.
yeah, and then
These
society
shelters are dirty out there.
yeah
A lot of these homeless, they don't want to stay in their shelters for the simple fact that they're being that environment is much worse. Can you believe that? A shelter that supposedly helps you out is fucking neglecting you.
yeah because there's not enough room in that one place for them to
So
sleep at.
yeah, no. And aside from that, they don't care about you. There's shelters that won't care about you.
Mm.
So a homeless person would enter there and feel that outside is much better than being in that shelter.
Yeah,
It sucks.
and then it's sad how society is you know not treating them like a human being.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure. I had a conversation with someone in one of these areas that I live at. I don't remember where, but they were supposed to build another homeless shelter. But you know the community didn't want it because they didn't want them lingering around in their neighborhood. I was like, they're gonna do it regardless. I was like, they need a place to stay. You know, I don't know, dude. It's just sad, dude.
But there's like, okay, that's a very tough topic too. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are homeless, but they're trying to get by.
Yeah,
Now there's other people who are homeless and drug addicts. That's a different story.
yeah.
So a lot of people, when you see a homeless, they look at them as like a negative thing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which is not right. You're already judging somebody else.
Mm-hmm. This whole like society is just judgmental towards others. Like oh, like you know, for like clothing, like, oh, this person isn't wearing this, or well,
Yeah.
why is that person wearing that?
And a lot of people say, don't judge a book by its cover. But what's the first thing you do?
Judge.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Like, oh, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Meanwhile, you're walking down the street and look, oh, that person is wearing raggedy clothes or whatever. Case may be.
Yeah.
You know, he must be homeless. No, he probably had a bad day at a construction job, was getting way more money than you, and he ended up, like, let's say, wreaking havoc. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. See, what I don't understand is that trade jobs, you know, society is
Frowned
the,
upon, basically.
yeah, like they don't want to have kids, you know, go to school for trading. They want to have an education, and you know, the educational system is just fucking bad. You know, it's terrible. Like they're not teaching us how to properly finance our money. You know, what are things we can do to save. You know, how to open up a credit card. What are, you know, it's just how to prepare us for the real world when we get out from high school. Like it's just terrible. And then even getting a degree, it's like you know, you know,
Pushing yourself into debt.
exactly. Like they're okay with giving us X amount of freaking loans, $1 of loan. You know, for something that isn't gonna be worth anything by the time I get out. You know.
I mean, a lot of people do succeed,
Yeah,
but still, it's tough.
it is. I mean,
There's a lot of people who don't.
like we don't all have the same ambition for the next person that succeeds in the field that they're in. You know, we all have like you know people go to school for art, people go to school for to I don't know. Give me an example. You know, what? Yeah.
Be a doctor.
All right. Yeah, doctor, vet. You know, like you have to like to. I mean, oh, especially the medical field, you have to make tons of sacrifices to, you know, to push yourself through to be noticed in there. You know, because I have a friend who's a nurse. He was pulling
And the
shifts.
shifts are crazy.
He was pulling shift
Shifts
after
are
shift.
crazy.
You know, it's just nuts.
Yeah. Same thing with
Like my brother went to Apex to get to go to school for plumbing and trade, but he hasn't done anything with it. Like you got a loan to go to Apex for what if you're not even using it? You know, I don't have a college degree. Like, you know, I went to school for IT. I didn't look like I mean obviously back in my high school days I really didn't take the time to look at what colleges would be very good for me to go for IT. And what I mean by IT is that it's more for website development. You know, I went to a community college where they just generalize everything. It's like high school over again. Just for whatever, just for the field that you're, you know, interested in. If you think about it, you know, community college just, you know, they had all these other degrees, but it was all generalized, meaning that all right, this is everything that you can take. You know, you could further your education on. So like, IT support. You know, you have, oh man, what else did they have? They had Linux at one point. You know, I was learning how to do Linux. You know, coding. So I was in class one day, and the professor's like, "Oh, you know, it was an IT class. Like it was for I think it was Linux certification or some certification." And the professor's like, "Oh, you know, weren't you, you know, when you were a kid, weren't you doing, you know, taking apart computers and rebuilding it?" I was like, "No." I was like, "What do you think I am?" And I was like, I wasn't interested in computers when I was young. I was interested in playing video games, you know, being a kid. But all my other classmates were. They're like, "Oh, I built A, B, C, D. Oh, I did A, B, did." I was like, I felt so out of place at that moment. I was like, what?
yeah.
Because It's like,
You hear other people succeeding in like other in the same field that you're doing, and you're like, I never did that. You
yeah,
know, you
I
yourself, you start doubting yourself,
yeah,
basically.
it's like, yo, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Doing what they were doing. But like I said, like some college courses was just it was, I mean, some college degrees was just more of a generalization of what you can further your career in. So it was like, you know what, I just stopped. I was at one point I had a financial aid, but there were certain classes that I had no interest in, so I failed. And I think it's that if you get three Fs, or if you drop three classes, your financial aid is done. So that happened, and I decided to pay out of pocket. So I was like, all right, instead of taking out another loan, let me pay what I can, for my own, from my own bread and butter. I was like, nah, this isn't like, it just wasn't it for me. You know, I hear other people like, oh, I got my master's in this, I got my master's in that, but I was like, are you working in that field? They're like, no, I'm working here, here, here. I'm like, when are you gonna put yourself into that field that you decided to get your degree in? You know?
Even though you even though we're talking about putting your stuff forward, you might have a degree, you might still put that stuff forward, and people will still push you away. Just keep trying. Just keep pushing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
don't let us, by us talking out, don't let us discourage you of what you want.
yeah, yeah. No, of course not.
If you still want to become a doctor, go for it. By all means, go for it. That's something you really want to do. You want to
Hmm.
be a vet, do it. Go for it. Push yourself.
Yeah,
But we're just talking about
it
what
just
we
didn't
see.
it just didn't work for us. Well, it didn't work for me.
Exactly. It's an opinion.
Yeah,
Remember,
it's
people
just
have
our
their own.
point of views.
It's our opinion, our point of view. But always push yourself for your goal.
Yeah,
Motivate yourself.
exactly.
If you're going for something, be happy about
Yeah, exactly. As long as you're happy, that's the main thing.
it. Exactly.
You can't go for something that you're unpleased about. You're unhappy. Like, you have to make sure that you're in. You know, you acknowledge that you're not happy here. You can't let your parents decide. What you're gonna go to school for. You know.
That's another bad thing that people would skip out on their dream, on their own goals,
Hmm.
because their parents push them to a different direction. So
Yeah.
their focus is like, oh, if I want to do what I want to do,
Yeah.
what are they going to think about it? At the end of the day, yes, they're your parents. Yes, they did provide you um for a lot of things, but if you're not happy about it, why would you continue it?
Yeah. Exactly.
Go do something that you will be happy of. You
Hmm.
you will be proud of, even if it means that
I
your
agree.
parents won't be happy. At the end of the day, you're the one that have to pay for your own bills. It's your own life. It's your decision. Your parents did have a say in what you want to do, but they had their life. They had, they accomplished what they needed to accomplish, which
Hmm.
is to help you grow up. So now you have to make your own decision, and that's the tough part.
Yeah.
Because now everything else plays in your head. So you have this respect for your parents. Like, oh, I don't want them. You have to really think outside and focus on
Yeah. That's true. That
do
is
things
true.
whatever that makes you happy.
Exactly. Because the main focus is your happiness. Main focus is your happiness.
Yeah, yeah. Even if you maybe have to toughen it out and work in a place where you don't want to work, at least work and motivate yourself. You're like, no, I don't want to be in this place. I want to do something better.
And that's that
That's a drive.
yeah, that's a drive, but that also can relate to failure. Like, if you think about it, you're in an unhappy place. You know, same. If you're in an unhappy place, you're gonna motivate yourself to doing more
Better.
research, to do better, to be like, all right, these are the steps. Figure out what steps you need to take to get out of that, environment or that thing. You know, same thing. Like,
Let it be starting a new career.
yeah,
You want to do your own business. You want to change a career, just like you did.
yeah,
Well, go for it.
mm-hmm,
Do it.
mm-hmm,
Don't be scared,
no,
because if you're scared and you won't do it, you're gonna regret it
yeah,
because you're gonna be in a place where you don't want to be. And don't you want to better yourself?
that's true. Cheeks30 has joined the chat. She went ahead and put a cat with two sunglasses with sunglasses on. I'm just noticing that now. Uh, so yeah, I mean, happiness is key, honestly, because there's no money in the world. Obviously, we need money. Unfortunately, I mean, if it was back in the days, man, I'd be happy. You saw the table I built for the machine, you know, dude. If I could build tables to trade for shit, bro, he's making tables all day.
Without a doubt. We built a big ass table to hold a big ass machine.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad my measurements were on point. What? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like going after your goals and your dreams. Starting a business. Doing something different. The journey, it's worth it because you look back and you reflect on, you know, the scared emotion that you had. You get to reflect on the had and sappy moments that where you were able to fail and then get to the point where you succeeded.
Yeah.
You know, and then at once you get to where you want to be, that feeling is good because it's like, all right, cool. You surprise yourself that you were able to get that far.
Oh, and that feeling of satisfaction is so good.
Yeah, it definitely
It's
is.
so good after, maybe you've been enduring a lot of negative stuff or, you know, you haven't been succeeding as you would like to at the end of the day. Once that little step starts and you feel that taste of satisfaction, you want more.
Yeah.
And that's gonna help you keep going.
Hmm.
That definitely will.
Yes, it will.
That definitely will.
It definitely will.
So be happy. That's one thing. Be happy,
Yeah.
push yourself forward, motivate yourself.
Take time for yourself because it's like we forget, some of us we forget to live in the moment. Some of us are thinking about what we can do for tomorrow. Next year, 5 years from now. There's a lot of people that are worriers, and I used to be one of those people, and I had to just get myself out of that. Because like if I don't live at the moment, like if I don't enjoy what I have now, then what's the point of just you know
Not about also living in a moment. Let's say about let's say right now, right?
okay.
You have to be cautious as well. Um, you just don't want to live in the moment and spend all your cash.
Oh no,
Then
I mean you.
what you gonna do for rent?
I mean, you also have to have some. I don't mean living in the moment, but like splurging yourself, balling out on your whole paycheck.
So that, people will take that into
No, no, no. It's
context as well.
no. What I mean, living in the moment is
Enjoy life.
yeah, your mental state. Like, don't go splurging on Let's say you got a check for $1,000. Don't spend it all for something that it's not gonna bring fulfillment in your life tomorrow. You know, make a plan. You want to go. You want to go ahead and buy something. A car. Plan it out. This is what you're making. At the end of the month, this is what you need to put away. Enjoy life. Go
This
to
is
the
what you
beach.
need for probably just worry about making enough for your rent or mortgage, your bills, and whatever you have on the side, enjoy it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I know a lot of people are making ends meet.
Hmm?
Um, a lot of people are making ends meet,
Oh yeah.
and they probably don't have enough the money to enjoy themselves. You don't need money. Take your time, go to a park,
Read a
enjoy the
book,
skies,
listen to music.
enjoy the sun, go to the beach, enjoy your life while you have it. Even though you're making ends meet, even though you feel you're struggling, take that moment, absorb everything around
Yeah, you
you, and
know.
just enjoy life. You
Well,
might be struggling, but enjoy that you're still here and enjoying every little thing that's going on in the world.
yeah,
Meaning every positive thing.
yeah, exactly. You know.
Because somebody else can always be in a much worse state than
Yeah, yeah. That's why I feel like everyone should be open minded at people's situation. When they're explaining what's going on with them, I feel like everyone should be open minded. Because like I said, no one you don't know what the next person's going through. Spreading kindness is what we need. You know,
you.
like
It's true.
yeah, that's all we need. Spreading kindness. Not
It's front in the whole world, and my wife hates it. I could be in the worst mood. I could be so freaking sad or depressed, and she will not know because I put the biggest front, and she hates it. I'd be so happy around her, and next thing you know, I'm not feeling good, but I'm still putting up that act. And she comes to me, she like, you better stop doing that. Just let it out.
yeah, it's gonna fuck
But
you up.
it's just the way that I was able to cope with things that
Oh
I
yeah.
don't want to see. Um, I just don't want to see
Anyone else
other people
worry?
looking at me. Yes, I don't. That's basically it. I don't want other people to worry about
Yeah.
me, and that's another. That's another fault of mine. You
Yeah.
know, I like to help people, but when it comes to people helping me, I don't accept that. I don't,
Stupid.
and that's something that's bad. And he gets on me. Diego gets on me about that. Hey,
Yeah.
you stupid. You always helping everybody out, and I want to help you out. Let me help you out, stupid.
Yeah, yeah. I don't sound like that, right? No, it's tough. Not all of us have the same support system that everyone else has. So it's like, I get it. You know.
Same thing with Tiggy, Gabriel.
Yeah.
I don't let. I try, and that's something that's bad about me that I don't show. I guess my negative fault, maybe.
No, it's
No,
not negative fault. It's
eh,
just you don't really know how to express yourself to others. When you're not
in a
yourself.
the way though.
Yeah.
Like when I'm angry or sad, or I hide it all in
Yeah.
and make it seem I'm happy when I'm actually not.
Yeah. No, we had conversations like that.
I
And
had smacks.
yeah, snacks.
I've been smacked with words, man.
Oh yeah, yeah,
By
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. I mean, but that's also something that you have to do for yourself. Like you have to, we can tell you to express yourself, but you have to take that leap forward to be like, all right, you know what? They're right. I see them as A, B,
Yeah.
C, D. I'm gonna go ahead and make an effort of expressing, you know, any negative emotions. That's pretty much,
It's hard.
it
It's
is.
hard because
It's
I can understand, and I know people won't do it because um, the people don't show that. You feel that it's a sign of weakness.
hmm
I get it. I get it. You don't want to. You all this time you've been under. Let Okay. You've been under a lot of these.
I feel like, all right, hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. I feel like the reason why people feel like that is because how society
Views upon them.
yes. And I don't mean like obviously there's it's
No, but a lot of people. Let's say like, when I was going at, you're going through a lot of crap, right?
mhm,
You went through a lot of shit, and at the end of the day, you feel like you have to be strong.
yeah.
No,
No,
no
no,
matter what. You know,
but
you think about it. You're like, oh, maybe, I didn't have enough food to eat, or I didn't have enough, let's say, blankets to be warm at night. You've been through unsupportable shit. That at the end of the day, you're like, why should I feel like this? I've been through worse. I have to hold this in. That's where I get the feeling
mhm.
that also people have to feel like they have to be strong,
Yeah, but
and that's where that comes in for me
but
as well.
society is talk is what are they saying? Society are making it think that men are the only ones who can't are having trouble expressing their feelings because we have to go ahead and be macho men. We have to be strong. But it's general. It's people in general. You know. We tend to build this shell or barrier amongst our feelings because at one point we expressed ourselves and whoever we spoke to at the time
Shut
or
us down.
exactly, so it's like, all right, well then, my bad. Like, all right, building a bubble, not gonna explain anything, figure it out on my own. Because like I said, we all had to go through that at one point.
Mhm.
you
And
know
even though I still get talked, I still get word spanked. I will say that by by Gabriel, by you, by Teggy,
yeah.
my wife, by Villa, my brother. Well, I love Genesis. They still. I'm happy that everyone. I'm happy that we have a network
Yeah, I mean, we're all
and
family.
that they're always helping one another out.
Yeah, I mean, so if anyone is feeling, want to talk, just comment below, message us. You know, we got topics for days, so we talk about anything on this channel on Narrow Talks.
You see that title, and we just went
Yeah, this whole
all
thing,
around the world, man.
we gotta figure out a title that can generalize everything because it's like, yo,
And that's why we're like just chatting or this or that. We're like, oh, really gonna talk about this topic today?
yeah,
No,
yeah,
we jumping around.
yeah. No, it's just how we are. I mean, it's just how we are.
Yeah.
We hit topic after topic. We try to hit every single topic in one show, and then
Yo,
and then
you will see your facial expression. You're happy, sad, frustrated, happy again, sad,
yeah.
frustrated.
It's like a whole roller coaster for us.
You don't know what to feel with us.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, oh, I feel bad. Oh, they're funny. Oh man, that sucks. Like,
They'd be like,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
no, it's true, it's true. Like we always try to figure out a topic to talk about, but no, never works out. Or a title, or
Never.
or a title, like no.
We're like, it doesn't go well. Let's just go ahead and talk.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure one out. Like, let's figure it.
We spend more time in figuring that out rather than figuring out what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because we know, we're like, oh, let's talk about this. Next thing you know, we're talking about Banjo Kazooie for Nintendo 64. Like, okay.
Yeah, like last episode. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, you know, like I mentioned to you earlier. I was like, I don't know if I was on Facebook or I was on somewhere, on some social media, and I saw that they're making a Dungeon and Dragon
Dungeons and Dragons.
movie.
Never played that.
I never played it
Never
either.
played that. Um, Please help us out on how to play it because I have no
Or
idea.
what's it about? You know?
Yeah, I heard you make a story out of it and then you play as a character and you have to roll dice. But I don't know. I don't know. Can you play it with amongst one-on-one? Do you need a big group of people? I tried YouTubing it, but I don't know. I don't get the result that I'm looking for. I guess
We're gonna ask Sanchez.
we have to ask mine.
Yeah. Isn't Sanchez
I-
into Dungeons and Dragons?
He bought some dice at Comic Con,
Yeah, I remember,
Remember
that. Yeah. I'm not.
but
I don't know.
I don't know. This I'm not gonna lie. It does sound interesting,
Mm.
but it sounds interesting.
It's-
I
it's-
want
it's-
to see how it is.
It sounds like an extended version of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh and Dungeons and Dragons, two different shit.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is they deal with cards. You know, I mean, obviously they don't play with dice,
That's it.
Huh?
It deals with cards.
Don't they? Or am I thinking of different games?
I don't know.
Oh, let me look it up.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Let me look it up.
I didn't know you had to do with cards. I thought it was like you were giving a topic and you need a book or something.
No. Hold up.
No way that there's like a starter kit for Dungeons and Dragons. No.
Oh yeah.
No way, really?
Hold up.
Well, for those people who do play Dungeons and Dragons, help us out here.
I just found the whole
I
website.
want to get an idea.
I just found the whole website, Dungeons and
Wow.
Dragons. I'm not even joking right now. All right,
But we'll figure that out in another day because I know that's the topic that I'm ignorant about.
yeah. Hey, look,
Very
Dungeons and Dragons starter set.
No
Yeah. Oh,
way.
yeah.
We gotta research that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm feeling some kind of way
Never.
about it. A good way and a bad way.
Why?
Oh, I feel like I don't know. I feel like for some reason deep down inside, I could enjoy that game.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it feels like deep down inside, I will enjoy a game like that
Alright.
for some reason.
Hey, I mean, we all.
But it's cringing at the same time.
Why is it
Don't get me
cringy?
wrong. I don't know. I'm like, oh, I guess because I seen it in Big Bang Theory where they dress up as the part.
Oh.
That comes to mind. I'm like,
He's gonna get too deep into the game. He's gonna end up dressing up like one. I'm gonna end up walking into their house. You and Veronica gonna be like,
hey, you want to play or get out?
Oh man, they turned their whole living room. They got like little.
Like,
Oh
Don't step into the backyard. That's our kingdom, or some shit like that.
my
you know?
gosh, that's funny. All right, you know what I think we should do for our next podcast?
Play Dungeons and Dragons.
No, not play Dungeons and Dragons. You know how? All right, well, our original episode 4 podcast, we were towards the end of our episode. We were talking about getting Legos.
Okay.
You remember? I feel like I feel like we should do a Lego race.
My guy.
Come on.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass.
Oh my god.
No, dead ass. I mean, it doesn't have to be
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're not gonna build a 1,000-piece Lego set. No.
Knowing you,
No.
how many Legos? Yo, you know, I'm gonna be broke. I'm definitely gonna be broke. I have to do this for all the fucking time we speak.
No.
Damn, you're gonna see boxes of.
I'm not saying
Of
every time we
Legos.
speak. I'm just saying for our next.
Okay.
No, not every time we speak. I'm gonna be broke too. There's not enough. There's not enough
There's
Lego
not enough Lego sets in the world.
that
Next
I
thing you know,
want.
we're buying the like $150 one. We're like, oh.
Or
We're
you, or, you,
definitely gonna race here.
or you could buy the one that you want.
Oh.
What is it? What, $600?
600. Imperial Star Destroyer.
Damn, bro, that's a lot.
The AT-AT and the Millennium Falcon that my wife won.
I still gotta build the ones that I have here.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been saying that for the past month.
I know. Like, I think.
I have my I still have mine here that I don't build. My Imperial shuttle.
Oh man,
I bought it because it has Darth Vader.
Gotcha. Um, I think I'm gonna build a Supra because that's the first one I got. I haven't even built it yet. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
it. Yeah, the Supra is the
yeah.
first one I built. Yeah, that's when the calibers got shot and I had to go to target it, bro.
Man, there's always something wrong with that car.
No, 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 no. That car's been good.
Yeah, but your first it was your you thought it was your O2 sensors. We had to change one of the sensor and the map sensor where you had to change.
That's fine. That's fine. But the car's running
Now
good,
it's working.
bro. That car was taking me to Queens to Long Island, bro. Suffolk.
That's all that matters.
That's
As long as it
all
runs.
that exactly, bro.
No check engine lights, you're good.
Yo, but not for nothing, my man. When I had the Beamer, bro, I was getting hit left and right with shit. Should I tell a story? Yo, the beat,
Uh, he got hit with a block of ice.
bro.
He got hit by ladders. He got hit by what else?
Plywood.
Lumber. There you go. Plywood.
What else? Rocks, bro. All right. So,
A windshield.
all right. I'm gonna go ahead and lay the story down how it goes. So, plywood. On my way home when I was working in Long Island City, two cars drove over plywood, and for some reason the car that was in front of me drove so fast, the it just it was driving so fast it took air, scraped my front, it scraped my bumper, hood, and portion of my window.
Oh,
Got it buffed out, was fine. Okay, 2 years go by. I'm at the dental place. Rock hits me. That thing, yeah, a tiny rock hits my window, crack. I go get it replaced. That's fine. I don't remember. I was going to Teggy house. I forgot for what reason. I was going to Teggy's. I'm on the LIE. I was switching. Obviously, the northern state it takes you towards the LIE at some point. So I'm on the LIE.
no, you was heading home.
I was going to Teggy's because I called them.
Really?
Yeah. I went to Teggy. A construction truck had their ladder, it was a pickup truck, had the ladder attached by the flatbed. It was not attached properly. So cars ahead of me were swerving into the next lane because obviously it fell off. I was driving a little too fast. I didn't see it because the car in front of me wasn't reacting. So I thought everything was okay. So I either hit the ladder head on or I go over it. I decided to hit it. I swerved a little to the side, let it hit my car instead of scraping everything underneath my car, which is gonna be even worse. So, you know, instead of hitting the metal part, you know how so a 6 foot ladder, the bottom portion has rubber soles just so it doesn't slip, and the top portion is all metal because it has to lean against the wall or whatever.
No matter how hard hit your.
No, I decided that I made sure that I hit the rubber part so it doesn't do that much damage. Bro. Tight. So, what else?
And then when you got your
Oh
little
my
Civic,
gosh. Yeah, when I returned the Beamer, I was in the process of fixing the Civic. I don't know what the hell I hit. So some guy cut me off. So literally, I'm driving. The guy's on a red light to turn right, and I'm driving on that same lane where he's supposed to turn right. But I have the green light. He decides to cut in front of me. I'm honking my horn. I switch lanes. He was in the process of switching lanes. Like he made the left into my lane, and he was getting ready to switch lanes to the left. I decided to cut him off, and whatever hit me was supposed to be for him, but it came to me.
that was your Beamer's cursed.
Yeah, I was tight.
Your Beamer was so cursed, and he was like, I'm gonna say fuck you to you one more time.
Yeah. I was upset. I got You know, the bumper's cracked. It is what it
The
is.
bumper is to this day that bumper is still cracked.
It is. It is. I mean, I'm more. I want to fix the internal stuff. I mean, the car has a lot of
rather
mileage.
than the yeah, rather than the physical stuff.
Yeah, so that I'll do later. You know, I want to make sure everything, internal. Like, obviously, right now I have a check engine light. I have to replace
Fuel
one.
pump.
Yeah, I gotta no.
Yeah.
I have to
Um.
change the solenoids. One of them.
Yeah.
So I gotta get to
Now,
that.
fuel pump came into my head because I know you have the fuel pump with you as well.
Yeah, because originally when I had the check engine lights, it said I needed to change the map sensor, O2 sensor, and the fuel pump. So I got everything. We replaced one of the O2 sensors because the other one stripped, and and we replaced the map sensor. So now what I have
Yeah.
to do is repipe my whole thing because the car has been sitting before I even drove it. Like the person who I bought it from, the exhaust tip fucking rusted where yeah, so that whole rattling is not it's clipped in. It's because the muffler and the piping are not attached.
But just remember that truck that passed by in front of my house
Oh yeah, yeah,
where
yeah.
the whole fucking piping and muffler and
Yeah,
everything
yeah, yeah,
was
yeah,
being
yeah,
dragged.
yeah. I remember.
Be happy your car is not like that.
No, but for him, his where is it? His manifold. That's where it started hanging. It's not from the back. Because when we were doing the t-shirts and everything, he was driving by. That thing was
Yeah.
hanging from the front. I was like,
Like what the fuck is that?
bro. And when you mentioned it's like, oh, I remember you told me you had zip tie. So I was like, you know what? Since I have the car up already, let me just zip tie whatever I need to zip tie. I see that I have still both my bushings that hang on to the clip. They're fine. And then as I move a little bit, towards the tires, I see the muffler. I was like, dead ass. Just rust. So what I have to do now is get a whole new. I'm gonna have. I'm gonna
You're
get
gonna
a
have to get a whole new piping.
whole
and a
new
muffler.
piping, new muffler, a new catalytic converter. I don't remember if it was a high flow or something. I don't remember what
High
type.
flow.
I have to get a whole new high flow. While I'm doing that, put the new O2 sensor that we were trying to put in, but do that, and then I got to do the solenoid. I think I might have to fix one of the rears. What is it called? I'm getting the rattling noises. I forgot what it's called. Um,
Where
when you shake the wheel, the inside of
rack
the
and pinion?
no, not the rack and pin. No, that I have to fucking do. That's important. I gotta do the rack and pinion.
Talking about your bushings,
No, not the bushings. I
your
forgot.
bearing. It's
There
not
you
your
go.
bearing.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do the
Gotta change
bearings for the rear. I think it's one of them. It's not bad. It's not as loud It's not loud, but I hear it, and I know it's in the rear. So I gotta do that. Cause all I hear is the, like, little scrapes, the metal on metal, but it's not bad.
And don't forget your
Oh well.
blinker fluid.
I've
Talk
seen.
about blinker fluid. Have you seen this TikTok video where they tell you to drain your door?
No.
No.
No. I saw a video where the guy sends his girlfriend into the Pet Boys or AutoZone.
Oh yeah, and they tell them to get a blinker fluid, some shit like that, right?
Yeah. So she's like, I
Yeah.
went inside. I asked for blinker fluid. All they did was just laugh at me. I was like, wow. I was like, you can't take advantage of that poor girl. You don't even know what anything in this car is. I was like, damn.
No, but there's this TikTok video that they're telling people to drain your car door.
Oh my goodness.
So on your car, there's a little cap, right, that you have to take out, and supposedly, if you take that cap out, water starts pouring out. when I saw that, I'm like, oh man, these people are gonna start doing that shit. That is basically to unscrew the inside, and people are,
Mm-hmm.
man, oh man,
Isn't that screw?
the thing,
Isn't that screw attached to like your windows?
yes,
All right.
and
Yeah.
it's attached for your basically for the
The
apartment, the side siding for your door.
That's crazy.
Uh, I, I'm at a loss of words for people that don't do their research and actually believe the
Yeah,
videos.
believe the internet. Like, come on, man. There's good
I
and
ran out of water.
there's good and bad things about the internet. You know, there's useful things that you can learn, and then there's other people that take advantage of people and be like, all right, you know what? Let me
Of
say,
people's ignorance
let me say some stupid shit and see if they believe me.
and let them believe it.
Yeah. But hey, it is what it is.
Yep.
And if we try to correct them, they'll be like, no. I'm like, all
I
right, dude.
saw it on TikTok or I saw it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, the internet have good things that they can teach you, and they also have bad things they can teach you. But what can we do?
Yep. Yep. Well,
That's all we can do. All right. So what? What we're gonna? Oh, we still have to. We have to talk about, you know, get into depth on when we're gonna go ahead and do our podcast.
yeah, that's later on.
Yeah, that's later on because I know now that we're both back to work. We gotta figure it out.
Okay.
And I got the new logo. I actually texted the villa so he could send me the actual file for it.
Thank you.
Yo,
Thank you very much, Davila,
my man did a great
for our
job.
new logo. You guys are gonna see that soon.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, this is it for today's episode. I got like 4 phone calls that I have to return back.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I put my thing on vibrate.
Yeah, no, I put my thing on vibrate too, but I have a coworker who just called me. I gotta figure that out.
Oh, oh man.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want to work?
No. I don't know yet. I'll see. All right, guys. So we will see everyone sometime this week. I'll be posting this soon. Well, today.
Definitely.
I'll post this today.
And be happy, everyone.
Yeah.
Enjoy your life.
All right, guys. Until next time, we'll see you guys. All right, later.